Alright guys, what's going on? It is Takun here bringing you some of the gameplay from the Daemon X Machina demo, the new one that just went up here a couple days ago. So here, kind of seeing the basic structure of how things work. You get from the demo missions, it's like new partners every single time. As you can see, it's a colorful cast. So you do this, you meet the new characters here, and then you get the little mission briefing, and then you start the mission. And everyone has a weird name, like this dude, Painkiller. You'll see that quite a bit. And now you might be wondering why I set it to Japanese. So when learning a new language, on top of going out the way to learn the language, you're supposed to immerse yourself in it. So you're supposed to be like watching shows in the language, and I set the audio language to Japanese. That's a goal. One day I'd like to be able to speak Japanese. That was the idea going into it, but in the end it was kind of a hindrance to my experience. I'll change it back later. But yeah, because there's audio during the gameplay, and I can't like read as I'm playing the game. Too much action going on. So yeah, here's a little mission briefing part. See Painkiller talking over here. And he's a real interesting character, isn't he? With the face paintings and the hair. Like, how are you supposed to put on a helmet? How are you supposed to fit in a mech suit with a hair like that? And then, of course, here's the banter. Probably could have just left this out. But I wanted you guys to see it. See all the aspects of the demo. See heaven, again, all these weird kind of like generic English words for names, which understandable. So I'm Takun, and that's some very basic level Japanese stuff. All right, welcome to your battlefield. We're about to get into it. Loading screen. It's a fun demo. My voice may not show it now. This is a first for me where I'm recording the gameplay first and then commenting over it. It's kind of a different experience. So anyways, this mission was particularly to shoot down these buildings. So you can obviously fly around, you can dash, use left and right weapons, which are mapped to your triggers. I took a butt ton of damage because I ran into a falling building. So if you play a demo, you know falling buildings hurt you. I don't know why I thought it wouldn't, but it did. So anyways, I think that was like the only damage I took in the entire demo in my playthrough, and I decided to show you guys that for some reason. So you'll see here, enemies or the things I'm supposed to shoot, they get these little cubes around them. So if those cubes are up, your bullets automatically go there, regardless of where your reticle is, which is very convenient, very nice, because I would never hit anything if that was not the case. Here's some ground action, me dashing back and forth and shooting. Again, left trigger, left weapon, right trigger, right weapon. Oh, here's a little bit of a cutscene where actual enemies show up to stop me from just shooting down buildings all willy-nilly. So yeah. As you can see, there's a little stamina gauge. You run out of stamina, you can't dash, you can't fly. But it replenishes pretty quickly, so basically, knowing your burst dash window is kind of important, but you know, it's pretty forgiving. Yes. Picking up parts from enemies. That is the thing you can do. I just picked up a sword. That was my first melee weapon playing through this demo, which I'll get to equip after this and use later. And it's cool. There was like one of the missions where it was nothing but fighting enemies and picking up their equipment, and it took me an unreasonably long time to do that, to figure out how to do that. I don't read in like action. I turn my brain off in action games like this. Keep the reading to a minimum, or just not do it. It feels good flying around the air. This air combat, the gameplay feels amazing. And I'm not even a mech guy. So that's how you know it's good. The only other mech-ish game I played was Xenoblade Chronicles X. And a good portion of that in the beginning wasn't mech at all, so... yeah, there's me dashing around. And one thing they really upgraded in this demo, my only complaint from the original demo, was that you couldn't really slide around and shoot at the same time because the sliding was mapped to the Y button, not the R button. But they listened, they changed it, and now it's very smooth. And the game runs smooth as well. First demo was kind of rough. But yeah, they fixed that too. Some parts get a little choppy depending on how much is going on the battlefield. Speaking of the battlefield, it's not completely open world. It's kind of like an open area. Kind of think like Monster Hunter World, where the open area feels pretty open. It's definitely open enough to, you know, do combat, evade, get the job done, but not completely open world. And yeah, just dashing around, shooting everything, shooting all the enemies. Mission complete. Yeah, so these missions are kind of short. I think this was like mission 4 or 5, so you can expect them, the early missions, to be about that short. And I think there's 10 missions in this demo, so it's enough for you to get a feel for the gameplay and the combat and everything. And there's my rewards. Parts I picked up. No, those are more rewards. Well, parts I picked up and more rewards. Yeah. So I remember the rest of this kind of boring stuff, scrolling through menus, but showing you the options that you have here. Got the gameplay parts. So unlocked more things here. Yep, this is where I unlocked the ice cream parlor. So naturally, I'm gonna see what that's about. I'm gonna go eat me some ice cream. And here we are, ice cream perks. Give you some battle bonuses depending on what kind of ice cream you eat. So, you know, I don't like to splurge. Get a single. And of course, waffle cone. This is a no-brainer. I don't know why I'm jumping back and forth. Waffle cone's the only option. And for those of you that don't know, lychee slaps. It's a great flavor. So I thought this was a great combination when I made it, but it's only a 1% decrease to my STM usage, stamina usage, evasion stamina usage. Very specific. But you know, I stick with my choices. Because I know in real life, if I had a lychee flavor scoop of ice cream and a waffle cone, it would be amazing. And I ran to the arsenal screen. I keep running to this section when I'm trying to change my stuff, but all that's done through the hanger here on this screen. Oh yeah, messages. I don't know why I clicked on this, but yeah, basically you get text messages throughout the game from, well, in the beginning, just a bunch of different companies. No, 4. She's the AI computer that gives you your missions. The other ones are companies, though. Alright, entering the shop, because I think this is the first time I got to see the shop. Was not available to me until I beat the last mission here. Then looking at my options here, I have a whole 2 options to choose from, and I decided to save money. That's what we're about. Saving money for better options in video games. Should probably start doing that in real life too. I highly recommend saving your money in real life for saving up for things you actually want and not settling for what's there, just like I did there on that shopping screen. And I press the B button way too much, so if I'm just exiting menus, that's just me spamming the B button. Alright, here I get to swap out some of the parts that I had picked up from my previous mission. Yeah, check out them new legs, boy. And anything with the blue bar, as you can see, it means there's like something new available. Now, I like to set the right shoulder to a melee weapon, since I mostly use the left shoulder for shooting because I'm using the R button to dash around. So use that to dash and shoot, and then close in on melee, hit with the right trigger. Makes sense in my mind. And then of course you got your pylons, basically 4 different weapons you can equip. Hold on, so left, right, shoulder, auxiliary, left. I mean, there's actually more than that. You're a walking militia. Basically, you're a one-man army with how much you can equip at one time. It's pretty amazing. Yes, and here I unlocked a new decal, so I switched everything over to the new decal. As you can see, I picked the better of the 2 options I have. But this gives you a glimpse into the level of customization that you have here. There's like 3 different color settings for the mech, and then you can put on decals everywhere. The only thing that isn't as free is the legs. They both have to be the same for some reason, where the arms could be different. I thought that was weird. But other than that, plenty of options there. So yeah, I think we're getting to the end of this. I probably should have went back, showed a couple more missions, but this gives you a good idea of what to find here. And yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Make sure if you like the video, leave a comment, and I'll see you later.